I missed 30 seconds. This is a hard matchup for Q, but aren't they all? I didn't like 7 so much, but I thought 8 was really good. Well, pretty good. 8 has a lot of replay value because you can spin your bolts in a different way. Commentate my Wednesday night fights footage. That is a real thing that I could do. Because I have a lot of things about the way I played that would probably be pretty interesting. I'll do that after this, maybe. I can do all 3. I can commentate fucking all 3 Wednesday night fights I went to just recently. There are some things that... Did I already do one of those? I feel like I wanted to do that for like the first week. I don't remember if I actually did it or not. He didn't parry. The commentators were mistaken about a lot of stuff and right about a lot of stuff, and it's actually kind of interesting what they're right about and what they're mistaken about. Yes, I went 3-2 against that Makoto player, and it was quite close. Without my crutch booger super. It's so weird to think I was better with Super 3 than Super 2 forever. You know what I mean? Wow, sick whip punish. My Super 3 was better than my Super 2 for like 15 years. Double DP was probably better there actually, instead of the Super. But now my setups I've cleaned up finally, and now I'm a lot better at picking up the salvage combos and like the other weird stuff. Nice parry. And I've gotten to a point where like my Super 2 works better against the good players and the bad players. I used to always just take the confirmed damage and have that be that. But now my unblockable resets are a lot better, and I'm a lot better at playing the screen position. Ooh, kind of awkward. Very nice. Crouching hit. I want to say Remy's health. Why did it miss? I want to say Remy's health is the same as Oro's and Chun-Li's. I think he has a relatively ordinary amount of health and then terrible dizzy. Nice, super. Close strong probably would have worked, but Ken played it safe. Doing the early button and being ready to come down with the fastest possible attack is such a like cool skill. Oro doesn't really have that because my fastest possible attack is my close forward, functionally. Technically I have faster attacks, but they all lead to nothing, so close forward doesn't work. And then close strong is only 1 frame slower than that. And close strong leads to everything, so it's basically like, if it's really a question, I do close forward, but if it's not a question, I do close strong all the time. That's like Oro in a nutshell. Close strong is too good. Oro has absolutely nothing to do with his light normals. And no pair of them chain, or combo rather. Although obviously they don't chain. Technically speaking, close jab is a 1 frame link to far short, but it literally does nothing. And the only special move Oro has that combos after his light normals is like uppercut, and I think only the X version. Technically speaking, he has a target combo of close short into forward, close short into close forward, but it doesn't cancel into anything, and it's very specific what it does. And it's actually for exactly stuff like that, so it's funny that you bring it up. If I get a jump over medium kick and I can't get a close strong because I hit a cross up medium kick, you know, I'll like hit them too high. It's like really hard to get a cross up medium kick that you can combo out of with close strong. It almost never happens unless the opponent's crouching. But crossover medium kick that combos into close short is quite easy because that's like 3 frames faster. So if you get a cross-up medium kick on a standing opponent, generally your best possible conversion is close short, close forward, and then the combo just stops there. There's nowhere to go. Oh no. No confirm. This Ken is probably better than my Ken, but he doesn't look enormously better. Nice, that was nice. That's why that's a blue parry on most characters. And that's why target combo into fireball is not very good. Ooh. That was tricky.
ちょっと待って、今の前なんだ。
前だったね。
あれ、うまくね、あれ大体裏になんない？
How's the game volume, by the way? I don't want these guys to be talking too loud.
自分でもわかんないことがあるぐらい。
それも完全にベリランじゃないですか。
ベリランだよ。
Jump fierce? Early jump fierce?
ベリランだもん。
ガチのベリランです。
ベリランよくないよ。
昇竜拳。テンプレ
Could be lower. That's all I need to hear. No, they are lower.
お、体力バー的にはいい勝負
ですね。ゲージもいいよ。
あ、でも今さんがさばいてロケッティアンのところを先読み竜巻。リープリープペチペチ
削っていく。だけど剣ならあるよ。
Yeah, free parries, free meter. Nice. Why fucking forward near neutral throw of all things?
これはしっかり今さん咎めていく。
It's like mostly gibberish when I'm listening to the Japanese, but every now and then they say something I understand. Usually because it's something very simple that just happened. Shagami Chupan.
これはもう1P 側のムルムルさんなんで。
2P 側のムルムルさんじゃないの？
あ、2P 側だっけ？
そう、2P 側の画面端がゲロ強いっていう。
あ、そういうこと？あ、2P 側からこう 1P 側に追い込んでるときは強いってことか。あ、そういうことか。なるほど。
そうそうそう。2P 側で画面端を追い込んでるときがゲロ強。
Whoa! Got hit doing something. Very nice. He probably could have done the body splash there, actually. The down fierce. Jump back jab. It was very safe anyway. Wow. That can happen with anyone. Nothing special about Alex there. In fact, it can happen to most fireballs. It's actually very common with Auros because Auros is kind of funny when hitting close opponents. Very nice. Not even a reversal, but it's like minus enough that you'd still punish anyway. Jump back roundhouse.
いや、猶予、
あ、ほんと。
猶予3かな。けど今はバックステしてたね。明らかに遅かったけど。
Ooh, could have been better. Close forward was possible there. Cool! He probably was better off not attacking on the way down. He might have hit Ken midair. It's possible. I think I've seen that before, where an Alex neutral jumped to Ken, and the Ken did wake up DP, and then the Alex parried the DP, and then did jump down fierce, and it hit Ken midair. And then the Alex got like towards fierce because he was close enough to the corner. And it was like a super sick combo. But he wasn't close enough for that, and I'm not even sure there's a reason to get air to air down fierce if you're not close to the corner. Sad. Sad state of Alex right there. One of his normals was too far away to be the close version, and the other one was too far away to even hit. Alex had nothing after that parry except a raw EX chop. It's nice when characters don't have to make decisions like that. If Ken parries anything, he usually has low forward into something. Nice. Was that confirmed? Because if it was, that's pretty cool. That's not a confirm you'd ever... he just EXDP'd and he saw it was hitting and he's like, let me sink some more meter into this. That's super neat, if it was a confirm. I mean, obviously the DP wasn't confirmed, but you can confirm extra meter consumption. For higher damage. Do you need met?
さあ続いて登場がバルニャンさん
ケンレミ多いですね。
ですね。なんかこのレミーというキャラがやっぱり夢があるんですよね。
夢がある。
はい。やっぱこの弱いと言われつつもこの勝った時のこの達成感みたいのがやっぱり全然違うわけですよね。全然違う。
Oh, that jump back was probably... I don't know. He could have just not reacted in time. He missed out on a punish because of that then. Super 1 Remy I think is generally better than Super 2 in all cases nowadays. Nice! Fucking cool blue kick. That does arc over fireballs, that is a function of that move. Remy's got a big meter advantage and a big health advantage, and then he did that. But he didn't die! He should have. Ken got the first parry, that's the hard one. Don't use meter, dude. I mean, do, but like, oh, that hit on the front, but in such a weird way. Tricky. Cold blue kick is, yeah, difficult. You have to scope the version really fast, too. Oh, here it comes! Here it comes! There it is! Look at her. I mean, he has to work so hard to, like, win a round. Reminder that if you read a fireball, you can super jump in literally from full screen. And like punish it with a jumping combo. Most characters can do this. Remy is one of them.
悪魔の思想
Remy's dash speed is actually quite good. Remy's walk speed is a-okay.
勝つとか負けとかにね
Remy's jump and super jump are pretty awesome.
なるほど
そういうことですよ
そうなんだ
これはやはり
Why not Crouch Fierce?
どれだけ自分が頑張った成果が
Oh,
こう見て
flash
る
kick?
人たちに
This is a super weird... Oh, cold blue kick, that's it. It's a super weird combo I didn't know about until pretty recently.
思うんです
It's actually noticeably better than just doing flash kick too.
あチェスト成中出ると楽しいあそういうのはいいと思いますよ
I don't know if it's worth the meter. I'm gonna say
技
sometimes.
ですからねあんなもんは
悪魔の思想
悪魔の思想です
チェスト成中悪魔の思想なんだ
チェス選手は強すぎてダメですね
なるほどさあそう言ってる間にチクチクモード入ってますね
Got the EX play whiffing that stand strong.
バルニャンさんがここでギリギリまで
Nice parry.
あーっとここは
Shit.
勝ち急いでしまった
I swear Remy's lose about 60% of their health from random cold blue kicks.
でもめり込んでたね
And like, they get almost nothing from
投
it.
げ角だね
Cold blue kick is either parried or blocked, I feel.
だったら透明だったね
I say that so much, but it's really how it always goes.
レミーのルグレは
Remy hangs back
弱
for like 60 seconds, then does a random cold blue kick that gets parried, and then they die. And they lose all the health they were fucking keeping with that 60 seconds. Like fucking clockwork, dude.
センターは強いんだよな結構
Just don't cold blue
た
kick.
だセンターってスカりやすいんだよね
Remy is probably the single most flowchart character in this game. It depends on, like, I don't know. Makoto's a different kind of flowchart.
ってんだなって
But she would be one as well.
使っていろいろ刺されたりするから
なんか今ちょっとさ
Makoto's like a rushdown flowchart, and Remy's like a defense flowchart.
いや全然間違ってないよ
合ってるよね
センターを
If you get bored playing Remy, you shouldn't even be playing Remy. That's why he doesn't have that many players. Whoa.
嘘ついてるみたいな
It's a pretty good punish, actually. Provided it was a punish, which Ken's EXDP actually recovers pretty fast, so I don't know. That was actually fucking awesome. He might have had a link there. It was Crouching Ken. That super is already, like, plus enough to link into another one. Crouching Opponent, it probably linked into low short or something at the very least, which would have come with the flash kick. I would have gone for the link. I wouldn't have gone for the flash kick if it was me. I would have just done the low short, though, just to see if it worked.
あ N 投げが入って
It's fairly riskless. Oh no! He's got the meter, though. Yeah.
EX 様
It was difficult for Ken to do anything except parry there, and the parry itself was pretty risky because Remy waking up with a throw was also not unusual. If it was me, I would have gone for the parry.
左さんの
先端ガードでも陣雷入るっけ弱中強でそれぞれちょっと違いますね左さんが右にいる確かに左さんは
What's Hidari?
左のは
It's like right.
左だね
ですね
I think it's left, actually.
そしてこの
I always forget which one's which. I can tell which one's right and left when looking at the kanji, but I don't remember which kanji is which.
金をマジお金ぜ
I don't remember which one's Migi and which one's Hidari.
チェスト選手だけはマジね終わってるから
Ah,
まあ確かにそれもねマジ終わってるんだよ終わってるわあれ
でしょ
終わってるよなんか体力4割ぐらいになったらいきなりチェストを飛んできて見てからガードできなくてボーって食らってすげえ抽選
I used to remember because Hidari was a longer word than Migi and right was a longer word than left, so Hidari was right. But I think that's actually backwards.
いややべこれチェスト選手だ
So now I think I remember it by the fact that I had it wrong.
チェスト走ってやっとか投げられて
でうわ走ってきたやってやられたくない飛ぼうと思ったら
That's literally almost exactly how I logicked it.
悪魔の思想ですねこれは
But because I remember it, because I remember it specifically that I got it wrong, and that's not a very good metric to remember it. Because then I remember what the right one is, and I don't remember if it's the right one or the wrong one.
そうこれです
A lot of damage on that. The whole combo, that is.
減るんだよこれ
これはね
Oh,
まあガチ強で
Makoto had a blue parry for the kill, but didn't take it.
あっと
何
だがここは
ゲージもう溜まりそうだね
行くっきゃないバルニャンさんでも左さんはもうここから安全運転モードでしっかり抑えていくか
しかも左にいるからねあ先端取られてる
Hmm.
今ルフ
It's a different way of cold blue kick sucking.
いやだって今さ
Cold blue kick is in general a very lackluster move.
ジャックも負けてるくさい今の
ことがたくさんあるんですよねだからさっきのジャンプ中継なんていうのはその最たるもので
お山源さん壊し振って
I think the kanji with the little e in it is the one that means left.
見てどうこうする
愚かさに
Which I guess is Hidari.
可能なのかっていうねこの命題がありますよね
ダッシュ投げ
Let me try typing Hidari and see if I'm even right.
でも確
Yeah.
定はしない
So Hidari is left, and it's got a little e,
っていうわけでも
in
な
the
いけど
bottom. And Migi is right, and it's got the little row in the bottom.
投
So F for left and rho for right.
投げを確定させてくるって
うん。
ダッシュ見て、
うん。
7フレ以内にボタンを押さなきゃいけないのか。
はい。7フレっていうのは人間の限界反応を超えたスピードってことですよね。
だって7フレって0.1秒
Something so simple is actually really hard for me, but I remember a lot more like weird Japanese words.
無理じゃね。
Oh yes, the word for weird in Japanese. There's a few. Hen is unusual, I think.
考
Ah,
豪気にチェスト成長怖いな。そうなんすよ。
hen
なんかね、いやここは
Big combo?
ダッシュ通して
Oh, he didn't dash
こ
punch.
う足ピッピやってると
Straight to the super.
チェスト成長戦
That's Makoto dash punch, or that's Makoto command grab
終わ
damage.
ってる。
てるっつって
終わってる。さあでも
Not even optimal. Look how fucking far forward she gets hit. She's like gaining ground, running into Hadokens.
波動拳打ってんだ。そして何回走
で
った
もこの組み合わせさちょっと波動拳
Sugoku.
だるい。
だるいでしょ。
波動に滅仕込めるからさ、波動飛んだと思ってもさ、
Oh, I think it's too early.
あ
yeah.
ー、ブロってる最強。
The demon reset was a cool idea. It was Palm.
あ
Rare footage of Palm.
最後は100騎蹴り
People basically never touch that in this game. It's almost always the dive kick.
渋谷さんお願いします。
Palm and the dive kick have different parry timings, I guess. Most people just anti-air them if they can, or block if they can't.
オプションいつだろう。
さあ続きまして
アイムウェイ
渋谷さんの件ですね。
渋谷さん。さあ来ました渋谷さん
In general, the dive kick is really good in this game.
いろんなところで
あ、そうなんだ。
はい。まあもともと千葉方面の、
プレイヤー。
はい。津田沼に行くと必ずいますね。
津田沼に行くと必ずいる。
必ずいる津田沼フリ。まあ月1なんですけどね。
あ、そう、あ、イベントの時。
Close, strong, meaty
津田沼
to walk and throw. Yes, I showed that in my Ken video. Nice whiff punish.
怖そうですよね。
Should us whiff punishing each other with their low forwards is fucking... I swear they designed low forward like with that in mind. Like while they were designing this game, they fucking had some Shotos that just had low forwards and nothing else, and they moved back and forward fucking low forwarding each other.
中盤話で今。
And that was like, nice.
そんなブローと
Akuma gave Ken a bit of a hard time.
途中で食らった
Ken definitely ended up ahead from that encounter. Oh, he didn't chase it. No, no, just super. You can dash after it and super the recovery, but you'd rather just super the teleport itself.
ジャッキ投げ
It's for consistency. It depends on the character. Oro can't really super teleporting Akuma. It's not really a thing.
強すぎじゃねどんだけ持続あんのあの攻撃判定がさ上から下まで全部当たるでし
But
ょ
Oro's got a really good dash, so I can just run after him.
だけどこれ
Generally.
あー
Okay.
投げかくったか
It's pretty scary.
渋谷さんの勝利
やっぱ当たる時がねゲロ美味しいからねみんな手なりで打っちゃうんだよね。
あの空中ぐるぐる
そうあれで勝った
Oh,
人
whiff punish.
なんかあー勝ったっていう人もいれば
Anti-air light DP. That's greedy, but it was super rewarding for him. He got the double DP out of it.
あれさ
Usually use the other ones. Nice. Far
う
strong.
まいね
Crushing opponent.
今の
20 frame link right there.
遅らせタッチ中盤ってことですか
だね。
埋めたごめん埋まってないんで気をつけて
Overhead in neutral. Probably an accident.
後で動画見返してみる
Wow, Ken didn't even attack on the way down with like an EX Tatsu or something.
穴埋まりはしてない
ちょいずらしぐらい。
でもそのちょいずらしがすげえ強かったりしない
あでもちょいずらしが強いよね。飛べなくて地上くらい陣内つながって。
Oh, very good.
そうだよ
でブロック
It's surprising that he linked it still.
うまいなと思ったら
He went for a one frame link in place of just canceling the low strong. But if you're perfect with the link, then you like,
すげえコスト
why would you even cancel it? Like, you know,
中は灼熱。
うん
it's like an additional failsafe.
ですよねああいう
If you're perfect with the link, you can go for low strong, and just in case it's blocked or something weird happens,
剣に課せられた
you don't spend the meter and then lose it and then get punished.
つなげろよっていう。
そこがやっぱりあれだ
Punishing with a confirm like has that additional like in case something wrong happens.
大変なのは
Was he too far away there with a super link? Probably.
大変でしょ
The overhead neutral again.
だって俺中盤陣内で
That was a dead OS. This can is something else. I was like, "Where's the confirm?" And then I looked at his meter. That was it. That was like a fucking perfect example. Let's look at it again for posterity.
俺そんなゲームうまい子に見え大変で難しい
That was it. This low forward
中盤
builds on hit. It builds enough meter for the super cancel, and on block it wouldn't have. Therefore, the only possible way the super could come out is if Ken hit Ryu. That was a meter gain option select.
富永さんそれね気をつけた方がいい。なんか土佐誠強いみたいに思われる可能性ある。その発言は。
嘘
危ない。
20年やってればさ、下手でもあそこまでさ、ワンチャンあるんだよ。さあ、続きまして、登場が、中継、あ、どうぞどうぞ。皆さんいただいてくださいよ。
いただいてくださいね。早いもん勝ちですよ。
どうぞどうぞ。
There's a lot of stun right there.
数ないですからね、これ。うまいっすよ、多分。
Dudley gets one jump in.
どうぞ。
What was it? Jump fierce towards forward uppercut? Or was it stand around last uppercut? I think it was towards forward. I already
シャラ
forgotten.
ピッパ
But he just did like 70%. Wow, nice cross under.
中小竜神内決めなかったな、今。
確かに。
M めっちゃ減ったね。
Probably the single best candidate for that OS is Ken's Shipu. It works better if you can hang around almost one bar more efficiently, which some supers you can, some you can't. Nice hit punish. Ken can get a little bit more out of red parry on the last hit, but you know, if you can just always get a low forward super versus get a red parry for a target combo super.
前か下か大とさ。
そう、それで連勝できるってことは、もっとレベルが
This Ken is really good.
わかります？言ってることが。
そうなの
There's the EX Fireball super.
そういうこと？
そういうこと。あ、と言ってる間
言っ
に。
てる間になんかシーって聞こえてきたね。
Technically, EX Fireball by itself is better than EX Fireball super.
勝ってました。
はい。
続きまして
You don't want to go all in if you can help it when trying for a chip out. You don't want to give the opponent a scenario where if they actually get the miracle parry, they can kill you. If EX Fireball was parried, Ken was still okay.
エバラヒューゴ。
Abara Hugo. Nice. Anti-air clap into the taunt. Hugo can combo an EX Lariat there. I don't even know he had the meter. But he can also use his defense boosting taunt. And that can be good. Ah, that was a meter. That was a range OS. What was it? Hard SPD? Probably? That was bad. Oh, that could have been a clap. Super.
まあ
That was nothing good for Hugo to do there.
あれさ、ムーンってさ、絶対出ない瞬間あんの知ってる？
Maybe he could have perfectly held his release to make close strong whiff. Because I think if you run it all, you lose any invincibility. It's not like you just get invincibility when you release. And you just have to not run in order to have invincibility.
いやなんか見えないとこでタイマーがぐるぐる回ってて、
This could still easily be Hugo's. Any clap could just lead to a super. Wow, good chase.
絶対出ねえんだ。
Oh, this kills? Not quite. Raw super up close. I knew.
裏でルーレットが回ってんの。
そう、
That gobbled up Ken's inputs. So he couldn't churn out a DP there, or a super.
ポンってやったときに、その、外れみたいな感じで言われて出ないの？
出ない。
本当に？
そうなんだよ。
本
Nice.
当に？
うん、
マジで言ってんの？
相当バカじゃない？
これ、でもまあ昔のゲームなんで、ね。
This Hugo is super good. I know about Ibarra.
まあでもいいじゃないですか、ヒューゴ。
He's a long time. I've been watching him for years and years and years.
いいじゃないですか。
いやまあそれもバカだし。
But this is like, this is really nice.
言っちゃえば。
確かに。
うん
なんでっつって。
そうなんでだし。
あ、でも絶対出ないって。
絶対出ないタイミングがある。
その外れはちなみに何分の1とか判明してるの？
いやなんか裏でタイマー回ってて単純にその。
Hugo's chip super is pretty good. Especially if the first hit's gonna chip you, and the first hit does do a lot of chip.
え、じゃあこの
Most supers just do like a tiny amount of chip per hit, like the smallest possible take of health. But that super actually does like 2 or 3 of those. Ah, on the first hit. Wow.
うまい。
ハンマーマウンテンだね。
He saw the forward dash. He was trying to super through whatever Ken did post forward dash, but Ken actually did a throw.
でもそうすればそ
Like
の
a poison.
外れを引いた時の保険がかかるということですね。
そ
ヒュ
う。
ーゴ
何も出ないで投げはできるのかな。
マジか。
Healing for versus
リセット
versus
と
Hugo.
かじゃなくてあれかもしれないね。本当に内部的
I
な
have mixed feelings on who I'm supposed to root for.
仕組みの話
Yes!
リセット。
Rhino Horn is not an amazing attack, but it's surprisingly, it's alarmingly good as an anti-air. Usually not as a reaction anti-air though, which is kind of where it falls flat a bit. EX is a good reaction anti-air. But if it gets a mid-air connect, it does okay damage anyway, and also sets up a juggle into uppercut, or even better things sometimes.
すげえ。
Yes, Benjo got a new skin.
さすがのエ
There's
ヴァン
always
さんも
someone.
エレナはきついか。
Soon there will be more
ここから
someones.
頑張りを見せれば。
That meter will not build itself.
うまい。いて。うわ。
Nice.
マーレットスマー
That would have dodged or wrestle grab, I guess. In addition to being a pretty fast overhead that's hard to
そう
see.
だねマレットが
When someone's landing into something, the screen is kind of scrolling, you know what I mean? Oh, that was... He could have SPD'd that on block.
マウンテンどうですか
That was a free punish.
入んない
Okay. Kind of weird. Oh, got hit during the parry. There's a bad parry attempt.
リーチ
There's a very non-meaty attack. Oh, this can kill.
で
Clap, clap. Oh,
ダブルアップ
I
を
was gonna say clap,
ダ
clap
ブルアッ
super.
プをだね
But he saved the meter, which was a lot smarter. It's okay. I don't know if I'd call it like a lot smarter, because healing was a factor
す
still.
げえみんな
Closing out the round with a
すごい
kill
ねみんなね
on healing Elena is like a thing.
そんな
Lariat predicting the jump.
やってんだねこれね
Back run is so good. It beat the jab there, in addition to also beating throws.
じゃあなんかねベリアンでね他
That's a full HP Elena. Nice confirm. Crouching opponent too. A lot of damage on that.
リーチだよこれ
Jump in body splash into full
あ
conversion.
これ
This should
も
hit.
減るみたいなどういうこ
It's
と
actually very parryable for Elena. Oh, it's over.
死亡
Good fucking game.
うまい
Oh, that can combo. That might not be possible on Elena.
続きましてタックスさん
Knowing Elena.
さあ
Another one?
夏本番
Imagine being a bar right now and you just gotta fight 2 Elenas in a row. That's a punish.
タックンです
It was not
さ
a
っ
good
きのだと
slide.
何
Nice side swap
あ
throw.
あそうなんだなんかそんな風に見えないけどね
だからタックンに何回も言ったんですよ
おう
いやお前はその骨
What
格
was that? Light shoot down backbreaker that he
お前は
mistimed?
スペシャルだ
Or
と
misinputted? There we go. He got an ATR stand short,
相当すごいよ
which is horrible.
言ったんだ
That's
け
safe.
ど
He shouldn't have even hit a button. He made him really minus.
飯食いまくって
He couldn't have
3回
hit.
ましたわ
Nice Kara. Elena's Kara throw is probably the 3rd biggest useful Kara throw. Or maybe the 4th.
ラウンドアーチだけで江原さんがやることがない。
Nice.
さあ空対空しっかり。さあもう
Off the top of my head, probably Q, then Chun-Li, then Alex, and then Elena. Are the 4 most useful Kara throws in the game, in approximately that order. I couldn't tell you the actual range advantages of each one, and which one's best. But how it supplements the character, actually, Elena would probably be above Alex. Most necessary to success of character would probably be Q, then Chun-Li, then Elena.
あれが掴まれた。
Nice.
マジで
Got her in the corner and then just smushed her like a little bug.
まずこれ食う。いいよ。お土産。仙台のお土産。伊達。重野さん
Like a slab of meat. Squashed her like a slab of
いいよ
meat.
いいよ。どうぞどうぞ。
Oh, smash in neutral. Risky, risky.
あファイナルラウン
That was
ド
a grip, dude.
江原さん開幕
That's a lot of damage just for a fucking ATR.
けど
Shoot down.
さあ
That does nothing.
さあタックンのヒーリングゲージが
Elena's light uppercut actually does decent damage, and it's very combo friendly, believe it or not.
どういう原理やねんとこれみんな怒りますよこれ
Okay, very combo friendly is a bit strong, but you can combo more than one.
当たったさあ
You can also combo uppercut into more uppercut stuff. Elena actually maintained that in Ultra
入って
in Street Fighter 4,
さあ画面端抜け
which is a
ない
weird thing for them to maintain. They maintained the ridiculous recovery on her uppercuts. Nice whiff
どう
punish.
するゲージが溜まっていない
That was a heck of a car throw.
あ
Oh, isn't that sad? This should kill fairly easily. That was like probably the wrong EX to do for both consistency and damage.
無念
Rhino Horn would have been better.
続きまして高橋
You.
さあ続いて登場
This
が
is a good matchup for Elena, as usual.
高橋さんいやー
As usual for Q.
これは
Oh,
タックン
that hurts a lot.
気持ちがありますよこれお
not that much.
最大さあ投げを通しまくる
Nice. But how does she chase it?
ここはしっかりパン
I have trouble chasing that Azora without doing an EX stomp, which I don't want to do. Oh, he got the miss. He tried to DP, but he failed to fully pass under Q. That was weird. Jumped short into back roundhouse to bait the throw.
何がヒーリングなんだ
That was super good, actually.
どういう原理で
Oh,
回復してる
good
の
parry,
か
terrible punish. But the great punish would have been not much better.
おさあこれ
Should
は
be
当たら
good.
ないおギリギリ
He didn't
当たん
believe
ね
in
えけ
the...
ど
He was like trying to parry on the way down, probably.
おタッ
So when Q went under, he was surprised.
タックが後ろの忍先輩に謝ってますごめんごめんちょっと安かった
Or did he do an air normal? You can really see Elena's normals doing a lot of work.
ここでタックの
This is the character with probably the second best or third best normals in the game. Dudley and Chun-Li, also shoutouts.
さあタック
And versus the character with probably the worst normals in the game.
はい直しました
仕事
Hunter,
の
I
できる
mentioned
男だ
Sean.
ね
仕事しましたよ サードは弱いけ
1か
ど
ら10まで説明しなきゃいけない。
He just he didn't punish the super, but he's just like, I'll take the time to taunt. But his HP's pretty low, so that taunt's not a big deal.
回復してんのかちょっと説明してみろと。
確かに。
今度からヒーリング出たらそれ言いましょうか。
それ言う。
Taking Karthos is quite tight because you have to let them throw you first. That could have been a cool combo. Background is kind of bad. I don't know why he did it.
ね、うわ、ピッ
Some kind of advanced Q mix-up that I'll never understand.
と言ってる間に
It's unsafe on
という
block.
じゃなくて
次レッド
He
さん
probably meant to cancel it to like a dash punch or something, I guess. Akageru,
さあ
one of my
レッ
favorites.
ドが
Quite a strong Alex as they
レッ
go.
ドさんだね。
レッドさん来ました
レッドさん。
There are no very strong Alexes, but this guy's probably like the
沖縄から
one of the better
あー
ones.
確かに確かに
レッドさんが来たのかと思って
That move is kind of trash in this game.
でもよく見たら
It doesn't combo from anything. The only one that combos from anything at all is the EX1 combos from low
ち
strong.
ょっとがっかりしました
But none of the meterless versions combo at all, and also there's no mix-up with them. And also they don't do that much
ちょっと
damage.
ビクンとしたら。
ドキドキした
So
ら
it's like there's literally no context where it's the right move. And there is a little bit of a mix-up where you can either do the final hit or not, and it changes the punish window. So it's safe, I guess, and it does do chip, or it's not safe, but it's like safe half the time. And some characters are just shit at punishing it in general.
一人います
But in general, it does nothing.
俺の知ってる
And so laner players usually treat it like it doesn't exist. And it has like 5 special moves, and people only use like 2 of them.
アーブーさん
People use the uppercut.
Nani-
People use specifically the EX version of Spin Scythe.
マジ
People use specifically the EX version of Rhino Horn. People don't touch
あれがきつい
Link's Tail
あ
at
れ
all.
がきついんですよあ
あ
れが
れね。
People do Mount Smash a bit.
あれ
So Mount Smash exists, and the uppercut exists,
だ
and the other ones are either EX only or non-existent.
回復してるけどさ
あ
これどういう原理
どうい
で
う原理で
回復してるか
Nice.
1から10
Big old
まで
towards
説
strong.
明してください
そうなんだよ。
People usually choose between towards strong and towards forward based on their
わさびさんお
recovery,
願いします
but they do have different range too.
横から
あ
Towards strong is safer and
え
slower.
あれでしょ
Towards
あれ
forward is
あれは
faster
普
and
通に
weak,
歩いて投げるから食らうわけだ
more
よ。
unsafe.
あそうなんだ
そうそうそう。別に発生も遅いから。
あそういうこと
Towards strong is like 0. It's YSP.
で、誠とかも別に
And towards forward is like
Mm.
-3, I think, on hit for both of them. They're worse on block.
でいいんだ誠の場合は
Oh, background hustle whenever low forward.
あーしゃがみ中
She's unthrowable and she can't be hit by lows during background house. There it was again. It's such a good normal.
うん
That's Elena's design is very cool because of stuff like that. That's like the perfect
やべえ
normal for her design.
YSB ハウスやってないと
パチン。
たっくん落ち着いて大丈夫
グギグギ。
Got that meaty clap. Oh, kind of
あー、投
awkward.
げ返してる。
Tax probably hit a button there.
あーねはじ
Parry into stand strong or something. Parry into uppercut even.
たっ
Stand
くん
strong was less
抜
risky.
けるのうまいんですよねさっき
Oh, I want this.
そうなんだ。
うん
あ
さヒーリングとか
ヒーリングだね。
対戦中に回復してっけ
う
ど
ん
どういう原
I think poison back is actually pretty sick.
20年経ってもまだ分かってないからね。
Does like her.
そのメカニズム明らか
Nothing more to it than that.
1から10まで説明し
I like her gameplay design now too.
だってあのさ、ロボットの Q ですら回復
Albeit
でき
it's
ない
still
の
very
にさ
foreign to me.
あ
I
ー
might actually play her casually.
さあなんだ
パチン
かおぐるっと回して
It's been nice watching all these online replays. Ooh, the taunt, the
続きまし
poison
て
taunt.
鳥さんお願いします。
鳥さん
It's been nice actually watching all these online replays of poison players and the other 2 new
さあ
characters.
久しぶりに登場ですね鳥さん
I'm seeing uploads like crazy and they're all getting thousands of
マグ
views
さん
and
見
it's
たいマグさん
fun
のショー見たいですか
seeing the new stuff they're coming up with.
鳥さんのショーンは
Nice sentry jump throw. Jab strong. Strong works there, but jab is a lot more consistent.
うんあったかもしれないなさあでも鳥さんボッコボコにされてる久しぶりすぎて
Nice confirm. This is stun.
全然でき
And
ない
then
って言ってま
kill.
した
全然できあ、また
さあボタンがいろいろあそうだレシオ戦あったな
It depends. It really depends on the character. Chun-Li has Chun-Li's one of the big series mainstays, and her moveset actually changes quite a lot. The special moves often keep visually similar and often keep the same names, but even those change quite a lot for her, and their functions change almost every game. But also her normals change almost every game too. And Chun-Li's like one of the biggest games. I mean, one of the biggest characters.
ロッシ副将やはり いやいや、さすがに前の方に出す。
What about poison in
さあ、ここで
Capcom Fighting Jam?
じりじり
Wasn't she supposed to be in that? I think so.
さあ、わかんないぞ。さあ、タイ
Parries?
ムは
Nope.
ブロッキング仕込んで
YSP did an empty
さ
jump.
あ
Parries was a very real possibility.
さあ、一度
Would have been GG if he got it.
飛びを通してしまうとどっちか。そしてそれが通ればどうにかなる。おお、最強。
Airborne spinning bird kick comes and goes. Tensho Kaku comes and goes. Spinning bird kick in general is usually there, so his lightning legs is pretty much always there. I can't even think of a game where she doesn't have it.
まだだよ、まだだよ。
Kikoken,
うわーとか言っといて。
Kikoken's usually
まだ
there.
だよ、まだだよって俺も頑張れって
I can't immediately think of a game where Kikoken's gone, although it's very different depending on the game. It's usually pretty useless is the thing. Kikoken usually doesn't have a huge function apart from like
すごか
SF2
ったね。
and SF4.
まだだよ、まだ死なないから頑張って。
And SF5.
でしかもダットリーなんてね。
Kikoken is a good move in SF5.
まだなんとか。
まだなんと
It's
か
just fucking third strike in Alpha
一回
and
公共
maybe
さばいて
EX where it's not great.
マジでほん
Does she even have an EX? I can't think of it.
あ、うまいね。ピヨったね。
あ、ピョタ。やべ
Did she have it in Marvel?
これ
Yeah, she did. I remember the animation.
これ
そうなんですよ。
これ
I was picturing Marvel 1.
対決
She definitely has it in Marvel 3 and
リーダー対決
Infinite.
ですね、本日の。
She's got the EX one, which is super cool.
シゲの方さ
I don't think she has the EX one in Marvel 3.
あ、そうだ。なんで今日入れなかった？
ん、ね、書いてなかったから。
あ、重野さん
The
やって
EX
んのかな？
bird is the
どうなんだ
same.
ろうエキシビジョンもでもいいよ。
じゃあ覇者が
They did it with Kikoken too in
対
Infinite.
戦するある。
OK、わかった。
There are some characters who have actually had like completely changed movesets every time.
でもね、藤原忍がないとダメなんだ。
それね、わかる、マジで。
あのタックル入んねんだ。
いや、あのね
Uh,
なんて言うんだろう、興奮して、
うん
なんか一つの指で
Nice
ボタンを
red.
押しちゃうとか。
that was a red into throw. One to get the corner, and two to be safer against cancel to mirror, which was a very real possibility. EX mirror.
やるよ。
EX セットやりたかったマン。次、ロシさん、ロシさん。
ワンコンボあげるよって。
そう。
それはいただけませんね。ワンチャン危ない。
Roshi Hikari,
間違えた
the God Yang, Mr.
ロッ
Sayambu.
シー久しぶり。
This is probably one of the best Yangs. I wouldn't call him the best Yang, but he's up there for sure. But he's probably the best Yang at this super. And that's a pretty nice claim to fame. And he uses it in a lot of matchups where a lot of Yangs don't use it. A lot of Yangs just pick Super 2 religiously.
これはでも
But Super 3 is actually better against certain characters, one of which is probably Hugo.
結構ありっすよね、多分ね。
全然あり。よく使われる S ですね。
It's a high profile match. What the fuck was
あれだ
that?
よねどっちかっつうと
What was that? What was he trying to do? It's a mystery.
ここぞって時強いっすよね、そのハメで。
そう、ハメがあるから、ただね、そのなんて言うんだろ
あ、やっぱ
う、とっさに浮かれて、
うんうん。
なんかごちゃごちゃにされ
I
る。
can only think of 5 special moves Ryu's ever has had. That's pretty consistent to me.
あー、受けるもんね。さあ、ロッシー頑張ってほしい。お、
Almost every game has like some adjustment to the
苦し
characters.
そうだったな、画面端。
God,
EX が打ってないって、灯籠
そうそ
がね、
れがね
生のね、灯籠
それなんだよ
the
やっぱあれってさ、
I saw a review one time
能力とか高いわけじゃん
of Marvel 2.
差し込み能
It
力
was like a fucking Amazon review, okay? It got posted around because of how stupid it was.
そう
It was a guy who bought Marvel 2, and he picked like Ryu, and he was like, he saw Ryu was doing the same like Hadoken Shoryuken Tatsu that he was doing in Street Fighter 2. And he got like mad, and he gave the game like a low review on Amazon or whatever because of that. It was literally like, why would I pay like $60 for a fucking new game where Ryu's just doing the same 3 fucking moves that he's been doing since Street Fighter 2? I want something new.
成中は減るあはー
Fighting games were a lawless place before fucking Street Fighter 4 kind of brought it into the limelight.
うめんだ、あれ重ねんの。
はい、いってらっしゃい。
これマジ。
Anyone could say anything. Also, Roshikari's already out after I talked him up.
さあ、最後は富永さんですね。
Imagine thinking Ryu would be better and Street Fighter would be better if they just fucking changed everything every time. Imagine thinking you're paying for Ryu's new moves when you buy a new fighting game. Would the $60 have been well spent if he picked Ryu and there was like a fucking, I don't know, a command grab, a command dash, fucking stomp?
ナイス技チョイスです。夢中だった。
Like an Alex stomp.
夢中だったそうです。
But he'd been like, oh yeah, this is it. This is what I've been waiting for.
どっち
I saw the fake out. But it was the right read, even with the fake out. The fake out was telegraphed, but it was still uppercut, or it was still shoot down backbreaker versus SPD.
ナイスうまいね。
I love the idea that he thinks Ryu is the same character in Street Fighter 2 and Marvel 2. That's the funniest part of the whole thing. You got the same special moves, but they're very, very far cries from the same character. And then you look at what they're fighting and what you have to do to play the game.
さあ技させない。
Marvel 2's like not obvious how deep it is, I feel. If you just look at a character in training mode, there's not actually that much to do for most of the cast. Especially if you don't know how like assists work. Oh, he went for the big damage. That was beyond greedy to go for an EX clap there. Every clap is so dangerous now because YSB's really... Oh. Good at confirming the super.
通常投げで良かった疑惑かもしれない。難しい。
Jump short, cool.
さあ最後はマツケンさんお願いします。
One of my all-time favorite terrible Amazon reviews is Paper Mario, where it's a guy who apparently went straight from Mario 64 to Paper Mario and then was pissed off about all the RPG elements.
最後は大将のマツケンさんですね。リープリープ。
He's like talking, he's like complaining about how Mario and the opponent have to like take turns hitting each other.
さあなんか漏れたっぽいけど。これは確認
He's like, why can't I just hit him?
EX。
It's like, shit, did you ever play Pokemon? I don't understand how people can be like alarmed at what fucking RPGs are when Pokemon's as popular as it is. You think people would just know the rules? What the fuck? Leap attack's not that good, man. I don't see Makoto's universal overhead almost ever. Most Makoto players kind of ignore it. Some characters you see it a lot, some characters you don't. It's because Makoto doesn't have a whole lot of good links afterwards, I think. And she's got some similar function stuff.
Nice 中盤だねそれ。
no whiff punish.
好き少ないっすその技。終了。重野さんやる？
Bully mode.
あれ重野さんいる？開幕95秒目に大パンチェスト決めて、あとバックジャンプすれば勝ちなんで。